fresh out of the freezer. You in here? Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh cause I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, body beat stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, emotion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh cause I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, body beat stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, emotion, and ease up. Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh cause I was freezed up.
Welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. I am your host, Miss Ashby. Excuse me, I'm trying to check this message because I was supposed to have a wonderful guest on this evening. I don't know what happened to him. And I broke my red cup, y'all. And I broke my red cup, man. Y'all know how I feel about my red cup. So now I'm over here drinking out of a mason jar, which absolutely keeps your juice and stuff really, really cold. And I don't know where this guy is. I have no idea. I've checked with him all day. Haven't heard back from him. Don't know what's going on with him. So what we're going to do is go on with the show. And if he shows up, well and good. If he doesn't, same thing. The show must go on. So Megan Good and Jonathan Majors got married. Ooh, y'all, that is all right. I like to see black love. I know that woman over there is mad as hell. I know that one that he threw across that car about mad as hell, because I think that's what she was looking for out the deal. She was looking to get wiped up so she could take him for his bands. And that didn't happen. So, yeah. He ain't get got like everybody else got. Everybody else fell into the trap, the Hollywood trap. That secret rendezvous trap, and that ain't work for her. So, he done went and got him a sister girl, a pretty old sister girl too. Go ahead, Megan Good. She was over there with old dude, had her changing her skin color and stuff, and she got to be lighter than what she is to be over there with the pastor, and so pastor went and got him a real old light-skinned girl. So best of luck to everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. I seen Big U over there on the run. I don't know what made them think that they weren't gonna come after them next, though. That's one of those situations where if they get one, they got to get the other ones. You know what I'm saying? If they If they get Trendy or Wagwa, they got to get the other crew too. And I don't know why the black people ain't picking up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to send them out there to, where is that? Not El Sal. Is it El Salvador? They want to send them to El Salvador too, and they don't even realize it. So that's a harsh thing for me to have to witness. I got to be honest because I watched my own nephews who was just hanging out on the block with some kids get caught up in a RICO, and they was just some kids hanging out on the block. So you know, Kendrick had put it in the Super Bowl thing, but I don't think people had saw it when they was up against the light pole and they was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And Samuel Jackson came in and said, "Oh, now you got your homeboys. Delete one." They was telling it then, but people didn't really pick up on it. So that's something that I think us as, excuse me, y'all, as black people really need to pay attention to going forward. Any gatherings or any sort of us coming together is going to be considered a RICO. You know, the so know that they're monitoring. Every passageway that we could possibly take in order to have some sort of unity that's being monitored. Um, yeah, and pay attention to that. If you hear a lot of them are talking about black media right now, and as long as you're not grouped up, they'll accept some of the stuff coming in. So you know, look for those who are grouped up or people like that trying to do whatever, eventually, getting charged with a RICO. That, my message, pick it up. Um, the two babies found in the mountains, the two twins. I was very, very disturbed about that. That hurt my heart to the fullest. And then the man that they picked up just recently, the look on his face said it all. Like, we have these people around us that have a disdain about it. They can't stand us. And for what reason I do not know. What up, Frizzle? What's up, dog? I ain't over here. I need some scissor up. I done broke my cup for bro. Give me a mason jar. Here go my scissor up right here though. I done broke my cup, bro. Gotta get me another red cup, man. But yeah, I was talking about the two twins that they found up there on the mountain though, and that was heartbreaking, because we as descendants of slaves about know what took place right there. We know what happened there, and the bad part about it is that the way that these people stick together, we may not ever find out what really happened, except for the young man that had took a picture and put it on TikTok. Now that's almost like a souvenir, like they used to do when they lynched people. They would take all these pictures and have people stand around and looking at their little trophy, and their trophy was always the picture next to the dead body. So him putting that on Twitter was like a young man showing a trophy. And then they said volunteer firefighter, but if you see his nose and the way his nose is turned up, Dr. Rap a lot, DJ Rap a lot, you could send it through the email that's going across the screen right there. See the email going across the screen? It should say the ultimate DJ music review at gmail.com. And you can see you can send it there and we'll check you out. And you see it right there at the end? That's how you send it. And I'll check it out and we'll go through it, okay? And then I'll hit you back. But yeah, that we've seen that sort of thing happen around us too many times when it comes to our young black youth. And there's certain things I cannot say on YouTube. It would they would call me a radical on every other board after I say it, and I would be subject to some harm when I do say it. But I got to tell you, for every Nazir and Jazir missing, Tom and Tim would get missing too. But I'm just saying, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, and Kanye is flipping out this week and talking about people, kids, and Jay Z. Those type of people. That's why I don't have those type of people around me, right? Like he going through his own stuff with his wives, and he chosen them white women and carrying on, not being funny or nothing, because they're both beautiful, but he chose the situations that he's in, and Beyonce chose not to deal with Kim Kardashian. Because as women, we see certain things, and there's certain things we don't want to deal with, and so Beyonce stepped on off, and Jay Z, her husband, he got her back, so he stepped right on off with her. You get what I'm saying? And now Ye going through all these things with these women because he a freak elite, and now he's all tangled up and messed up and stuff, and he don't know how to come up out of it because he ain't got his mom to talk to about it. He only got some more white women to talk to because he done exiled all the black women and stuff. He first started off talking about Nicki and Cardi and Megan and all these different people. He started smashing and crashing out on the black women. So he don't have the black women to go to for no advice right now. And he don't got Jay-Z who he can really talk to because he dissed Jay way back and Jay let him go. You know what I'm saying? And now he dissing Jay kids. And so now he really don't have Jay to go to, even though, they made their billions. Like Jay gave him the up when he threw him the alley oop. He said, following me as three billionaires, me, Ye, and Ree. He gave him the alley oop, and instead of Kanye catching the ball and running with it, he come back to this right here, talking about the man's children is retarded and inseminated babies, as if we don't know two of his kids is artificially inseminated. The last two of his kids was carried by another woman. His wife didn't carry them kids. Somebody else carried them kids for her and him. So I can't figure out where he coming from with that. And being that he don't have Jay-Z to talk to, his next best option is Diddy. And but Diddy in jail. I mean, the one thing growing up, and I tell my children all the time, the one thing about me learning growing up was that, and I'm gonna say it as politically correct as I can, as the one thing growing up being a hustler I learned was not to listen to the nigga in jail. The nigga in jail gonna have you in jail. All right, rap. I got you. I got you. Um, and so he's just out there right now, and he's spinning wild, and I kept telling everybody that his problem the whole time was his mom. He lost his mom, and I lost my mom at a very young age, and nobody ever told me the effects of losing my mom. It's deeper um than just losing a parent. Like when you lose your mom, you lose a piece of you. It's almost like a half of your body get missing physically, and nobody ever told me the effects of what was going to happen when I lost my mom. It's like I lost a whole piece of myself. And so I knew the whole time what Kanye was going through, and I wish somebody would have stopped him and told him to, and which he did. Eventually uh he got into the word of God, because that's what happened to sustain me. That's what made me able to stay, is that I got into the word of God. And so, the Lord kept me the whole time after my mom was gone. And Kanye did go that route, but see, what he didn't do was he didn't seek sanctity in the process of that, because he needed ass on his face. And I'm hope I'm making sense to y'all, because the two don't mix. You can't rap. What I do, this is just a review show, a preview show right here. We don't do the review on here. We do it with you. So what I'll do is I'll listen to it, go over it, and give you a email back, and then you could come on and we could kick it, um and we could kick it together, if that's all right with you, because that's usually how I do my show. I don't do music reviews live like that on the show. I do the live artists actually on the show, so that you can present yourself to the audience and let the audience know who you are, what you do, where you hail from, how to find you, where to locate your music. Like I give you the whole opportunity to be able to, run your stats and stuff, okay? So just give me a day or two to check out your music. I'll contact you back after I listen to it, and I'll send you my own little tweaks and shit through the mail though. And then we'll set up a date, and then you could come on and talk about who you are, what you do, how you do what you do, okay? All right. But yeah, man, I wanted somebody to understand Kanye. I wanted him to have somebody that was overseer over him after his mom passed away, because that's a rough process. Like anybody who's lost their mother will understand what I'm saying, because it's not the same when you lose your dad, even though it is the same, because that's another part of you. That's a part of your DNA that you're losing. And but when you lose your mom, who you're actually birthed through, it's almost like being ripped apart, like another half of you is being ripped from you. So I was hoping that whole time that somebody would be an overseer over Kanye, but he was so wiry, and like I said, his need to have something on sitting on his head all the time is where he get messed up at, because the messages is different. The message coming from God is different from the message coming from a twat. You know, like it's a different vibe all the way around. Like you know that's why sometimes you have to go abstinent in order to get yourself together long enough to be able to take in the word of God, because it's going to interfere the with you guys with the sex and spirit is it's going to interfere with it. That's why you see so many pastors get caught out there and stuff, and they be trying to dip off from the word and go get them a little bit ahead, and then next thing you know, they're in a big scandal somewhere, because it's conflicting. It's conflicting. It's two different type of energies, and so when you take those two different type of energies in, it mess you up spiritually. So sometime when you're going through that, when you're going through the spiritual world, you have to stay abstinent so that you can take in the entire word. And so I pray for Kanye, and I want him to cut that shit out that he doing. Hey, James. Yeah, I want him to cut that shit out because he's going too far. And then I saw that Israel had bombed uh, Hamas again. And I think that you can't be called mighty people of God, or you saying that you represent God and you're mighty people of God, but you're relentlessly killing children. That's the one thing I disagree with. I see the Palestinians over there running up in schools, and that's not proper. And they're mad at Donald Trump over there about getting those people out of the country, but you have to, because if you don't get them out of the country, what happens is that they bring their terror over here to our house, and that's not the place to be. We didn't bring that terror to you. Somebody else brought the terror to us that was over there with you. Like you struck them, and then they struck you back. And the bad part is that we helped them, by aiding them to be able to do that. And so I can understand where the anger is coming from, but you don't come over here and take that out on everybody over here that did nothing to you over there. And so I can understand where the disregard is. Hey, Hassan, peace and blessings. Yeah, I could understand where the anger is over there in Palestine, with the U.S. But Dr. Frost, Hassan says salute. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's a real touchy situation. My guest, I have no idea where my guest is, Hassan. I've been checking with him for like all day. I have no idea. And he was a good guest actually. So I thought, um, he's a amputee, but he's a videographer, and whatever happened to him, I don't go through too many changes with it. Usually I do, but today I'm not. Yeah, today I'm not going through any of that. Jamie P. Hassan said, "What up? What up?" Um, so yeah, going back to the Palestinian situation, I can understand why they want him gone. I can understand why they want a bunch of people gone, because the way that they behave in their hometown, or their place of residence where they come from, we don't behave like that over here. We not flagging women, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like we not doing that stuff over here. That's not a general thing that we do over here in the United States in order to um contain the United States culture, and keep it as it is. We have to let some of these people go. We want to hold on to them, but we're not able to hold on to these people and keep our integrity in the United States. And I know a lot of people don't understand, and they keep asking the black people, why aren't you marching with us? And we keep trying to tell them it's not our fight. Like, you want us to fight your fight somewhere that we have nothing to do with that. Like, that's not our fight. Our fight is the stuff that took place to us, took place with us right here on this land right here, that we're trying to get together right now. And you keep y'all over there fighting with us about our stuff right here in America. Like, you're going off on us in America about things that are owed to us. You keep telling us we don't deserve this, we don't deserve that, but yet you're coming here to pull from our resources that that we put into the pot. We put that in the kitty. And you want our resources, but you don't want, for us to get any resources in our own land. And so causing conflict between the black Americans and the other the migrants coming over, and they can't understand why are we not walking and talking with you, because you keep undermining us. Every time you come over here, you bring your mentality toward us, and the way that you do things over there toward us, and we're saying to you, we don't accept that. And it's hard for people to understand it when it comes to the black American. We don't accept that behavior. We don't want that in our neighborhood. We don't want no strap on bombs in our neighborhoods around our kids, because we ain't strapped on no fucking bomb and came to your neighborhood. Not one time. Not the black American. It had gotten so bad with the Mexican people that, and my daughter have you laughing all the time, because I tell them all the time, listen, I'll call ICE on your ass, because anytime you act like I'm a stranger in my own neighborhood, on my own block, you act like I'm not supposed to walk through my own block in my own neighborhood where I grew up at. That's a problem for me, because you a guest. I'm from here. And it got really bad like that, watching the migrants, come in. When they pull up like they taking over, and we looking at them like, y'all don't run shit here. But they don't understand, why are we like this, and why are we pushing back, and why are we not fighting with them? Because you bad behave. You trying to bring that shit that you do in your house over here to our house, so we telling you no. We're not going for that. Y'all might pull that as at where you come from. There's a whole, they over there in Pakistan, women can't even talk to each other. They can't have no camaraderie. They can't even take their burqas off to speak to each other. They walk around looking like space ghosts. And if that's the way you do your women, we women over here in America, we ain't going for none of that. They over there blocking people out from looking across the road at somebody else's kitchen. If you could see somebody in the kitchen, you gotta block that wall off. What is that about? That's madness. That's insecurity at its finest. You don't want your women to see nobody, to talk to nobody. That's a very hard feeling on a person. I'm a person, I don't like to be bothered that much, but when I do, I don't want to be restricted for talking to somebody, or I can't see except through these little slots and stuff through my eye. That's madness. Y'all over there beating on women and hurting women, and you still doing sterilizations on women. You doing homemade sterilizations on women so that they can't even feel no pleasure. Like, just think about that. Think about that madness in a person's mind that would make them sterilize a person where they can't feel anything, where they can't talk to anyone. Imagine that. Just imagine that as a person, just period. Just think about that. Like, realistically, how can people function underneath those terms? And then you run to America thinking that you can pop that off here, where you taking over whole, areas of somebody else's city, and enforcing your own laws and your own ways, and you're trying to turn that area into your spot. No, this is America. This is not your spot in America. That's not how that goes. They was running around there on the highway tearing up people's cars and shit. They protesting about being here illegally. You're here illegally. What the fuck? Like, and how is somebody supposed to feel bad for you for getting deported if you're here illegally? We can't. Do it the right way. You out on the highway beating on people's cars, tearing shit up, and beating on windshields and doing all kinds. See that? I'm a maniac from way back. At the end of that highway, there'd have been a couple people up underneath the tire rail and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't intimidate me like that, because I'm gonna get scared. I'm gonna get scary and I'm gonna act out. That's why you can't be doing those kind of things to people. You have to be very careful who you dealing with, because everybody not wrapped that tight. Some people not wrapped that tight. We have our own traumas that we have faced already in America. And we keep saying to you guys, stop that shit. Oh, and who asked y'all? First is, we don't need y'all, and then it's, where y'all at? Like, what the fuck? That's schizophrenia. You first say you ain't need us. Black people, y'all don't stick together. Y'all don't do this, or y'all don't do that, and then it turned right into, where are all the black people? Where are the people at? And we stood with y'all. And get the fuck out of here. That's schizophrenia. A double-minded man, according to the word of God, is unstable in all his ways. We can't trust that. We can't trust you, because you can't be with us and against us at the same time. Either you with us or you against us. It's one of the two. It ain't no walking on no fence shit. We don't do the fence shit. Either you on one side of the fence or the other. And as we call for y'all, like this is what's taking place. Y'all didn't believe us. Y'all said we was, let that go. That's what you kept telling us. Let that go. But we watched Martin get shot. We watched John Kennedy get shot. We watched Malcolm X get set up and killed. We watched our leaders get hurt. We watched Medgar Evers, get gunned down. We watched Emmett Till get snatched up. We watching two twins right now on a hill somewhere 90 miles from their damn home on their way to Boston, but how the fuck they get way over here? We watching. We watching George Floyd get stomped on. So we trying to tell y'all that we dealing with something different than what y'all dealing with, and you not listening to us. You just have your own sight set on how you trying to do what you trying to do. And that's all it's about for all, is what y'all trying to do, and you have no care about what's taking place with the black American. Just get over it. Y'all got running toilets and electricity. Shut the fuck up. That's what y'all keep telling us. And we keep trying to explain to y'all that it's the reason why we have these things is because we invented them. No, the white man did it. We trying to tell y'all, no, the white man stole it. We invented it. We made it possible. We made this possible, not for just us, but for you across the world. Those are our inventions. The car is our inventions. We flew the first airplane. Those are our inventions that they have literally robbed. Y'all see Angie Stone over there? She went to her grave crying about, I've been robbed. Like many other artists have gone to their grave. Mr. Taylor, kids just said he's been robbed. So we keep giving you guys an understanding of why it is we're not standing with you, and yet it's going right past your head. It's going, yeah, whatever, help us. Like like it's almost like being the family slave. Y'all want us to be the family slave. Sorry, y'all. It's cold as hell in my office. In my studio, it's freezing half of the time. So my nose be running like a little kid. But we keep explaining it to you. We keep explaining it over and over and over. Y'all keep saying, forget y'all. It's about us. It's about us. It's about us. It's about, we like, okay, well, shit. Seeing that it's about you, go on, get yours. And we going to stand back and see what you do. Because when it's about us, we cover everybody. I don't think y'all paid that no mind. When it's about the black American, the foundation of America, we cover everybody. We cover the whole spectrum of people. We don't just cover us. We make sure everybody's straight. Cause that's how we eat. We eat and make sure everybody's straight. Everybody gonna eat. If we go to the mall, everybody gonna get an outfit. That's why we be broke. Cause we take care of everybody around us. Y'all don't have that when it come to us. So, watching all this stuff take place is heartbreaking, but it really ain't our shit. You know what I'm saying? And we really do understand why, these people have to go, and it's heartbreaking, but take that shit back to where you come from. No, for real. Like, take that back where you come from, because our kids ain't do nothing to y'all. Y'all saying your kids didn't do nothing else, but we didn't do nothing to y'all. That's what we saying. That's Were you a part of the United States? Barely. We barely a part of the United States. We barely. But we was here before the United States was here. And we keep trying to explain that to you. No, they robbing our land too. Same way they robbed your land, we was already here. Anybody who look at my structure and my face, y'all know I'm not African American, I'm Native American. Hey, what's your skin color? No, my skin color is not their skin color. I am the color of the Native American that they described to you. I'm the copper penny colored native. I am the red native. I am the person who they talking about. All my features match everything that they describe when they describe a Native American. But yet when we say that to y'all, you tell us no the fuck we not. We somebody else and we y'all. And we saying no, we not y'all because we have proven that we not y'all in the African society. We keep saying that. We're not y'all. And we keep saying it over and over and over and only getting pushback because of it. My forehead ain't like y'all. My nose not like yours. My nose not flat. I got a old funny looking Indian people nose. My cheekbones not like y'all's. My cheekbones different. See? I got a whole different structure. But instead of saying, okay, well that makes sense, and y'all arguing us down online, fighting with people, calling people out their name, and we all these crazy people and all this other shit. And it's really hard to deal with you when you can't hear anything that we're saying as black Americans. It's hard for us to be able to deal with you. Like me, I got short temper. Like I said to you before, I'm my ancestors' child. I oh right on your ass real quick. And that's the truth. I have a whole different temperament. And a lot of times y'all can't figure out why we over here smoking, but we've been smoking the peace and pipe 'em. We've been telling y'all that for a long time, but you're not listening. It's the fire water that mess us up. It's not the peace pipe. The peace pipe be done calmed us down, and then we can have a conversation. It's history with us. That's not addiction. That's history when it comes to us. And until you guys do your due diligence and study the Black American the proper way, we're going to always back away. Why? Because we have been welcoming to even the pilgrims that came and and pillaged us. We've been the nice guys. We've been the warriors on the set. We've been the promoters of things. We've been the builders, and didn't nobody know the land better than us. That's why we were able to build it, because we knew the lands, we knew the trees, we knew the plants, we knew the grounds. Nobody knew them better than us. The people from the land, just like in your land, you know your land better than I know your land. And we keep telling you that this is our land. Don't nobody know this land better than us. Don't nobody know the history better than us. So if we're telling you the history of what has taken place here, don't keep saying no and you this and that and somebody else. And we trying to tell y'all that's not the case. That's not what happened. Just like y'all trying to tell us that's not what happened in your land. And you want us to hear you. You want us to hear you. It has to be a back and forth conversation between a group of people. Like, no, like, stop telling me that's not what happened. And I'm telling you what happened here. Oh, no, and you black people and y'all just this and y'all, what you say? The one thing I hate hearing is y'all are just victims. And how the fuck is we victims and we set the pace for all of y'all? We ain't victims, we survivors. Like, can't y'all see that? Not only are we survivors, but we set the pace for everybody, the whole world, including the white folks. We set the whole world up. We shared with the whole world. We shared everything. We loved everybody. We welcomed everybody. And everybody that has come to the United States of North America have disrespected the black people in this country, who are really the natives of this land. And so now everybody calling for help because they need our ingenuity, they need our brain, our brawn, they need our backbone, they need our courage and shit. And we're looking like, no, we sitting this one out. We've been fighting for everybody for a long time only to get disrespected. Y'all see my facial structure? Even the Indian lady, what's my baby name? What's my sister's name that I did a interview with? She knew. She looked at me and saw it. The Mexican people look at me and see it. When they look at me, they look at my facial structure. The Jamaican people see it. When they look at me, and say, "You Indian woman, I say, "Yes, sir. Yes, yeah, man. Yeah, man." Because everybody can see it on me. I don't have to flex it. I got that wide, flat forehead that everybody talking about. I got those high cheekbones and those sunken eyes and that cleft in the chin and them little lips. And I'm from here, from this land. And my grandmother looked like me, and I looked like my great great grandfather, like my grandmother's great grandfather. And if I show y'all a picture of them, the Native American man, you'll be like, damn, y'all look just alike. And I keep trying to tell y'all, yes, because this land was our land. And y'all keep trying to run up and just take and snatch shit and move crazy and do stuff. And we looking at you like, what the hell, man? Like, we want to be able to help you, but you're so disrespectful, though. It's something about the disrespect. Like, the white people have taught y'all to just walk all over and try to disrespect us until somebody cracked that ass, and then everybody running scared and, oh, them black people, and they did this and they did that. But we only do that after you start that old nonsense. Like, we crack that ass after a while. We watch you for the first little while. Most of us, we be clowning between the two. We be clowning between the group of us, like y'all see this nigga, man, this nigga, wow. Like look at him, they off the chain. Like okay, like somebody gonna get him, and then we be contemplating on who gonna get y'all in the group. Like which one of y'all gonna calm this motherfucker down? And that's how we deal amongst each other when it comes to the migrants on the outside, the people who want to be on the outside of us. That's how we deal with y'all. We look over at each other like, yo, this your man though? Like, get your man though. Because it take for one of us to vouch for you, for the rest of us to accept you in. It's a vouch process. And once we love you, you welcome through the whole family. The whole family gonna love you once we love you. Because you become family and you stay family with us. That's how the foundational black Americans of this country do it. We don't give it up foul like that, like everybody else. So when y'all have given it up foul to us in every kind of possible way, and you still come back asking to help you, can we help you? And we looking like like you foul, yo. Like you got to do that on your own though. Like what was that? Like the whole time we was trying to help you, you over here disrespectful. You calling me a slave, and I'm telling you, I was never a slave. I was enslaved. Like I was never a slave, bro. I was free. Somebody came along and tried to enslave us, and we still broke free of that. Like, didn't y'all see our struggle? Y'all ain't see the fight in us. Y'all ain't see the lore about us. We got a whole LORE going on. And a lot of people don't pick up on it until it's too late. So I feel sorry for a lot of people out there screaming and getting deported and carrying on. But I really don't. I kind of really don't feel sorry because look at the mess you've made over here. Like we don't want that over here. Like we don't even live like that over here. All that y'all take that back over there on the other side of the pond, man. For real. Don't nobody want to go through all that over here. We ain't going through that. We ain't no buildings falling or none of that after the World Trade Center. We ain't doing that. Y'all have to come at it from a better stance with us in America. You get what I'm saying? And if you come at it from a different stance with us, you get a more open, and we're gonna know too, because the purity in it. We're gonna know the difference between how you coming by the purity of it. And that's when you see us love on you back, and then we begin to protect you as a group, the same way that we did the Africans when they were brought over here as slaves. We protected them the same way. We took them in and showed them love and protected them. That's how they got amongst the tribe of us. Even though they keep trying to override us, like, no, y'all are us. We said, no, we not you. We took you in and we loved on you, but we not the same. Y'all from over there and we from over here. No, we the same. We the same, y'all. And if you look, no, slow that shit down, because we keep trying to tell you we took in your people and we loved on your people. And now you keep trying to tell us y'all override us in America. Everything that we created, y'all, it was y'all first. Then why the fuck do Africa look like it look? If it was y'all, Africa wouldn't look like it look. I'm just saying. They had a picture of a video of a young man on Twitter today, and he was singing Afro beats, but he was doing it in his native tongue. I thought it was hot. Y'all pardon me. I thought it was awesome that he was doing it. He was rhyming in his native tongue. I thought it was so hot. I couldn't take all the trash and stuff around him and the garbage garbage bags on the roof where he was filming the video at, but the song was hot. I'm looking around him saying, damn, how they live like this? Like, y'all all right sitting in that, cooking your food in that? Like, if every time you come to America and you competing with us and you telling us that y'all better at everything around us, why the fuck your home look like that? Why is there trash all over the place? Little kids running around, the women feet dirty. Oh my God, it was just cringe watching his background, even though the song was hot. I was like, damn, like this crazy. Just like living at the dumpster. It was painful watching. And then they was burning the garbage. I was like, damn, I know everybody. That's why oh man, the house got this stink. They all that funky smoke on y'all. Like, oh my God, they was wading through dirty water and cow. Like, oh my God. Like y'all can't possibly over here fighting with the black American. Y'all just can't possibly be over here fighting with the black American. It's amazing. Well, we better than y'all, and y'all jealous of us. And I'm looking around like, jealous of what? Like, y'all gotta be kidding. Like, y'all definitely, like, come on, man. That's why nobody wants you around. Like, you in here competing and comparing where there's no comparison. My city, my hut, my town. You know what I'm saying? But it's a garbage bag on your roof, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop with all that. Like, that envy and that jealousy is why you're being deported. I know you don't understand it, but that's why you're being deported. Because of the envy and the jealousy that you come with. If you didn't envy and be so jealous of the people amongst you where you're constantly competing, you're never trying to integrate with the America, that the black people have set up for you. Instead, you're in competition with it. Y'all over here running your flag, and we like, no, this America. Y'all over here trying to force us to learn your language, and we saying, no, you in America. Oh, well, that's xenophobic, and that's this. No, we're not being xenophobic. This is America. Like, you do know where you landed, right? This is America. We speak this language over here. So in order for you to be over here, this is the language that you have to learn to speak. Just like when I went to Italy, I went over there and I learned how to speak Italian. And I had a good time speaking Italian, and I learned and I learned their way of doing things, and I had a blast over there with them people. I didn't go over there to change their culture to mine. I went over there to learn their culture. And I had a absolute ball with the Italian people. I had a blast. So this is the only thing that I'm saying to you. When I went to London and I stopped in London, I had that same fun with the people in London. Because I come there as a guest to their city to learn, to be a part of, to enjoy them. Not to come and run over and take over and think that, this about me now because I'm here. No. Like, y'all got the wrong idea how shit is done. And because of it, what's happening is people have gotten fed up. And the white race and the black race, we all fed up. Both sides. That's why the black people ain't rushing to help. We like, nah, y'all good. Like y'all was talking shit to us. Like we was trying to tell y'all you was talking shit to us. Nah, y'all black people and y'all jealous. We looking like jealous of what? Do better on our back, on our back, on our back because they take y'all to be black people like us. Until you open your mouth and then they realize, oh, they not black. Or unless you say it, oh, me not black poppy, me not black poppy. That's when the game change. Oh, you a foreigner. That's how the game changed, for real. Oh, word. You not American, you not a foreigner, you a foreigner. And you popping shit like that, that's when the game changed, for real. And we turn into different people. And once we change up on you, the white people change up on you too. For real. Pay attention. Y'all look out on what's going on out here in the world so that you can get a better understanding. And that way, when it's time for us to defend each other and for us to stand, 10 toes down with y'all, you'll know that, there's some love there. And that's the reason why we standing with y'all like that. Because other than that, we wouldn't stand like that. Y'all bad behaved. We don't come take over y'all college like that. We don't come roll up and disrupt classes and we don't do that shit in y'all country. We just don't. The black American definitely don't do that. The white Americans don't do it. They be just as willy nilly and shit when they come to your country. They just be, the white folks come to fuck on something. Especially the white women, they come to fuck on y'all. Y'all, you know, we don't come disrupt y'all like that. So the disruption in America is not tolerated. And, I keep trying to explain it in such a way, with love that I keep trying to explain it to y'all so that you'll get it on a full scale and not just, in bits and pieces like it's being produced on the news, because the news is giving you bits and pieces. I watched Caught in the Act on YouTube. If y'all ever watch Caught in the Act, that shit is hilarious as hell. Caught in the Act, they be looking you right in the eye like this, lying like a motherfucker. No, but I 15. No, but I 15. No, I 15. You looking at like motherfucker, you 30 something. I 15. They be looking you right in the face, lying their ass off. And I'm looking at people like, do y'all realize this why nobody wants you around? Dude over there got a whole visa scam going on. Another one got a piece of paper. He got the paper taped on with the new date on the paper tape glued on. All he do is photocopy it and make another date. And he got the stuff right there with him. And the people looking at him telling him, no, this is wrong. He's like, no, but this is right. This is why people don't want to deal with y'all. It's because of all the scamming and all the, the finessing and stuff. Like, if y'all know anything about black people, we some of the realest people y'all know. We ain't got no time for all that shit. We gonna get it out the mud every time. We ain't got time for all that, And then be looking you right in the face, lying with a straight face. What the fuck? Like, man, this dude, I was dying laughing when I seen the 15-year-old. He was 30 something years old. I 15. No, I 15. No, please, boss, don't send me back. Please don't send me back. I was crying, laugh. I was over here. I thought I was gonna throw up. I was laughing so damn hard. I like, this is just ridiculous. Cause 2 years after he enter the border and get over the border and stuff and be standing in somebody else's state, and he got a new pair of jeans and some new drawers on and a pair of sneakers instead of flip-flops. Now he better than somebody else. So y'all hating on him. This is how the people out there be running it. And this is why We standing down. This is why we standing down. And that's the best way that I can describe it or make y'all understand it from the Black American side, from the FBA side, so that it's not just always an argument and a fight. Cause Tariq be lighting y'all up. Tariq be calling you all kind of names and stuff like that. But I'm trying to break it down to you in a loving way to where you understand why we standing down on the Mexicans, on the Palestinians, on the Africans, or everybody that's being being deported right now. We standing down, and we standing down because of y'all standing on top of our shoulders and then trying to stand on top of our head. A lot of times y'all do that. You do that a lot. You try to come up on our shoulders where we give you a lift up on our shoulders. And then when you get big enough and tall enough, y'all try to stand and stomp right on top of our head. Y'all start calling the Black American all kind of names and the Black American this and the Black American ain't did shit but loved you and welcomed you. So these are the reasons, if anybody out there is listening, why we're not with you. It's the smart mouth and all the discredits. You know, you discredited us for many things. You've given literally proven our technology. You've given that to the white man. Oh no, the white man, the white man, the white man. We telling you that wasn't the white man. That was us. Go look it up. Y'all not even built for going to look it up. Go check it out. If you go check it out for yourself, you'll see for yourself. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You don't even want to do the work to go and check it out to see that. Oh damn, that was y'all, huh? Like yeah, that was us that did the coordinates. Elon Musk ain't come up with that. Elon Musk following behind a black person. We created them coordinates on how to get the rocket up and running. That was a black woman. But y'all clapping for Elon harder than y'all would the black woman. Every credit that is belong to the foundational Black American, y'all are discrediting. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. And we keep trying to explain to you, no, that was us that did all that for y'all. That was us that made the world better. That was us that made the music. That was us that made this. That wasn't them that did a goddamn thing. They over here doing like y'all. They trying to come up on our shoulders and stand on top of our head the same way y'all doing. And so the same way we ain't got nothing for them now, we don't got nothing for y'all. Like, and until that changes around and you can acknowledge the fact that, damn, thank you, Black Americans. We appreciate y'all. Is where, we might have a little change of heart because so far every person that we welcome onto our ground in North America have done something harmful to us and been disrespectful. Every person, every group, except the Dutch. The Dutch didn't really, they did some stuff, but they always try to repay back things like with the Pinkster festivals and stuff like that. That was their way of giving back every year. They had something called the Pinkster Fest. And, eventually the Pinkster Fest turned into the African American parade or, black parades and stuff like that, the black festivals. That was initially called the Pinksters Festival. But everybody else have been disrespectful. Y'all robbed and pillaged and used us and harmed us and still harming us. Look at these two twins. I just said that like 9 times. Look at these two twins up there dead in the mountain. Now somebody mama gotta be in pain like that because she know something happened to her babies. She ain't guessing about that. A mama know. But imagine somebody doing that to your babies and then sliding back behind the cloth and shit. Y'all can't see me. He slide right back into the white people crew. You understand that? And like I said before, I'm my grandparents, my ancestors' child. None of that stuff would be like we would be back to cowboys and Indians for real. So these are some of the things that they be bearing on my heart on a daily basis. And when I'm not when I'm usually interviewing somebody, I'm not able to say these things to you guys, because the interview is more important, and what we're concentrating on at that time is usually more important to me. But you know, whenever I get the chance to be able to just sit down and kick it with y'all and talk to you and make you understand some things, on low key, you know what I'm saying? That's the time that I do stuff like this. And just my appreciation for you, FBA. If nobody else say they love you, know that I love you. And I know where we come from. I know what happened to us. I know what it's about. I know it's still about, dominance over us. And we just can't be dominated. Like, everybody see that. Everybody in the world know that. FBA cannot be dominated. Like, and so I just want to tell you guys, thank you for the fight. Thank you for the reparations fight. Um, Thank you for the magnificence all over these years, and thank you for standing so strong and tall. I so sincerely appreciate every one of you in the FBA community for holding your ground, man. Like, it is so appreciated, and it is so. I'm honored to be a part of your lineage, and I'm honored to be a part of the fight. And keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. And that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do.
Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speed up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a ski mask, emotion, and eat up. Fresh out of the freezer.